This is Planet Coaster Con, a celebration of the game and the people behind it, who created, in my opinion, the best theme park game I've ever played. In this building, I crammed almost everything from inside the game under one roof just to showcase my point. It's crazy to think that every build on the workshop started with one of these pieces, arranged in different ways but each creating new and exciting builds every week. Obviously minus the toolkit, we all start with the same items on a blank slate in the middle of nowhere. Whether you're just starting your build journey questioning the amount of birds, or a seasoned veteran who still fights with the Parvin and terrain tools, this game and its community welcomed us all to create the most simple, mind-boggling and unique builds that still get uploaded to the workshop every day and make you say, oh my god, how did you do it? It's funny to think that after all these years, the only thing that could stop me playing this game is its own sequel. Yes, it will be ready when it's ready, but after seeing Frontier's latest games, I'm starting to question if I'll be ready for that moment. So until then, join me as we walk through Planet Coaster Con, then the park's officially yours. So maybe one day I'll open with a normal video, but until then, this is the official walkthrough, so let's go. So this whole building was pretty much set up just to be exactly like a conference or an E3 or whatever you would call it. More for like if, say, they released a DLC, they would just have different areas that would be set up just to show off each one of them. But obviously we've already gotten all of them, so everything is pretty much here already. So the main hub area there is King Coaster, as you can see, and then we can pretty much rotate around from there, starting with the animatronics exhibition. So all of these are locked in behind the cases. Not all of them are still going. Some of them are triggerable and they'll go off at random times, but yeah, that's up to your discretion whether you want them moving, or I kind of like them just as a showcase of everything, and it's cool to show off their cool parts and all their bases and just have everything exposed so that people can check them from all sides. The only thing missing is this little nameplates and all these things. I think they'd be cool to add one day, but until then we'll move on. I've also got these little biome sections set up so that you could kind of like stylize each little section. We'll go on to the other two over there in a second, but this one here is obviously more of like a swamp with the gator, and the next one is all the spooky stuff, and it's kind of like just a showcase of, say, if you owned a prop building, you would come and set up your own little stall here and you would have people walk around and check out your stuff, and they're pretty cool to check out. So this whole video was literally inspired by the Imagineering series on Disney Plus. I'm not sure if that's the real name of it. Sorry, I'll have to put it somewhere if it's something different. But that really was really cool to see the behind the scenes of Disney. Like, I've always enjoyed seeing that sort of stuff, and it really helps with this sort of this building stuff. So I won't dawdle any longer. We'll go past the main stage here and we'll get over to the part that a lot of people are probably waiting for, and that is the little Planet Coaster 2 section. Now, this wasn't meant to be a shot at Planet Coaster like Frontier themselves. It was more just like a gag of, hey, we understand it's going to take time, don't rush it, like take as long as you need, because like as I said in the thing, I'm honestly scared of this game coming out, because after investing this many hours in that game now, I'm very scared to think of what that game would be like after seeing their current catalogue. Like, it's crazy to see all the games they've been making, but it would be cool if, like, I set this up as an example of, like, say if they did have the announcement that they would come in here and have a little showcase, and it'd be awesome just to see like something like that where it's little like photos or whatever else promoting the thing. That's how they would do it inside of it. But we also have this little facade building set up just to show all the different things. It's pretty much just a combination of everything I've built just to fit everything inside of here. As I said, it doesn't feature everything. There is a lot of stuff that is missing, but that's mainly just on the ride side, not on the prop parts. I literally went through every piece and planted it somewhere. So if you can find a piece that I didn't use, yeah, I'll definitely give you a shout out. So as you can see here, we have the dodgems and stuff like that set up. Obviously I needed to implement the rides in the building because some would be inside rides and some would fit outside. So this is another cool thing here, just like the animatronics. It would be cool just to see stuff like this set up, as like I could imagine seeing like the Universal Jaws ride. If they set up a thing, I definitely would go and visit it and see Jaws itself. But we also have the Ghostbusters, which was a awesome DLC in itself. Of course, we don't just have the outfits, we have the characters as well. And this is something I really like worked hard on, because I could imagine them doing something like this. Say if they did have their own little expo or something like that, that they would set up little booths like this just to promote the film and stuff like that. Obviously we have the Marshmallow Man's hand coming out of the ground, and then you'll heavily see like the exhibition things where this is from the movie and it's hidden behind glass. So just stuff like that is cool to put in the game as well. There's a lot of photo opportunities too. Don't mind the firework, that's obviously not meant to be there, that's just from the show. So you can tempt fate there and try to grab that diamond, and who knows what might happen to you. Here's our little Christmas section, getting ready for Christmas. As you can see, someone was playing tic-tac-toe on the back up there, and I definitely won. This is the little character section that I set up, where characters come and stand here and entertain guests. They don't move from here. They're obviously on break at the moment because it was very hard to film with Gulpy Rex jumping around, and yeah, it was insane. So I just sent them home for the day. They were very upset about it, but yes, it is what it is. So it's pretty cool to like see this all come together now. Like this does come in 3 parts on the workshop, so you'll see you'll have Planet Coaster Con. You'll also have this building but completely empty, just if you want to put your own little show on in here, that'd be cool to do. And then obviously later on I'll probably upload just a completely blank square, because you're pretty much in a fishbowl of the city. So as you can see, I used the studio billboard things just to do the fake facade of the city. Made the trees really tiny, as you would have seen from the start, just to make that depth perception really work, but it's kind of just like limiting yourself in here. So out here in the car park, I've literally just shoved everything that I could see that would come on the back of a trailer. So obviously the rides that set up are more permanent. They don't feature here, but yeah, that's kind of what I went for. The trapeze section here that I don't think I've ever used in one of the games. I think I've only used it once in... Actually, no, I don't think I have. Very random DLC, but it was cool nonetheless. Tell you what, I would have loved that cabling system there. That would have been really helpful in some of my builds, but it's okay, we'll move on. So here is my version of Robosaurus. We'll call it Puppysaurus, just to entertain guests. It was going to be chewing up cars and everything else, but we went with another different show in the middle of the thing. So as you can see here, you can pretty much just come down, ride every ride, just run around and play around. That's pretty much what this is for. It's just like celebrating, as I said in the start, everything that's been created in this game. It's insane to think of. It still baffles me to see so many creations and stuff like that still coming up on the workshop, and it's insane to think of the vast scope of this game after all these years. So many people are still playing it and creating amazing things. So as you can see here, the Cha-Cha, also known as the Sizzler in this game. Love that ride. We've all been on that and experienced the scary bolts that are hanging off as you fling around that ride and fear for your life, but it is what it is. So we've also got some massive props out here, like the tank that I'll have to stop from firing because that might scare guests. And then my version of the Crazy Coaster. I don't know if the people from Australia have ridden this, but yeah, that's a work in progress right there. I've always wanted to recreate that ride and have it featured heavily in this build. So all of this should be on the workshop now for you to check out. Obviously we have the stunt show in the middle. That's obviously just, I had to use all the pieces, as I said, so that represents most of the car pieces in that build. So it's pretty cool just to sit back and just really enjoy the park itself. Like it was a fun build. This has been sitting in my catalog for a very long time. Like I know I've had it sitting there waiting for me to use it. I think it was before the Movie World series started that I finished this. But at that time I had barely any subscribers, and it was very intimidating to me to release something like this. But now I feel like we've grown our own little community out here to where stuff like this you know my build style. Like I enjoy building stuff that's different to what everyone else is building. So hopefully you come down and check it out. I also want to apologise for smashing your feeds with YouTube Shorts, but that's just me trying to get some more viewers to the channel and stuff like that, because yeah, it really helps, especially going into Christmas with work. I'm going to have less and less time to be able to do creations and stuff like that, so that'll probably push back my video series itself. But yeah, other than that, thank you very much for watching. This has been the Planet Coaster Con, a very fun build that I got to create. I have one or two more of these that have been in my back catalogue, draining my hard drive, but yeah, it'll be cool to finally get this stuff out to you, as I don't think I'll be doing much else until, well, much else until probably after Christmas, or maybe even after Easter with work. So hopefully you enjoy this, hopefully you check it out, but most importantly, make sure you have a great day. Comment down below, leave a like, whatever you need to do. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.